Friedrich Nietzsche was a German philosopher born in 1844, known for his radical ideas that challenged traditional ways of thinking. He lived during a time of great change in Europe, where the old beliefs about religion and morality were being questioned. Nietzsche's work focused on many topics, but he is perhaps most famous for his thoughts on morality and the nature of good and evil. Nietzsche believed that many moral systems were based on outdated beliefs and traditions that did not serve humanity well. Instead of following these rules blindly, he encouraged individuals to think critically about what they truly believed in. This was a bold move, as it went against the grain of popular thought at the time. His famous phrase, "God is dead," symbolizes the idea that old moral values no longer held power in a rapidly changing world. What makes Nietzsche's ideas particularly relevant today is how they push us to question our own morals and the society we live in. In a world filled with diverse opinions and lifestyles, his philosophy challenges us to explore our values rather than accept them without thought. By embracing this deeper understanding of morality, we can better navigate the complexities of life. Nietzsche's insights invite us to be brave and create our own paths, making his work vital for anyone interested in exploring what it means to be human. Morality is a system of beliefs about what is right and wrong. It helps guide our actions and decisions, shaping how we interact with others in society. In simple terms, morality can be thought of as the rules we follow to treat people fairly and kindly. For example, helping someone in need or telling the truth are seen as good behaviors, while lying or hurting others are considered bad. Understanding morality is important because it creates a sense of order in our lives. It helps us build trust and cooperation within communities. When people share similar moral values, they can work together toward common goals. Imagine if everyone felt free to act selfishly without considering the feelings of others. This could lead to chaos and conflict. Different cultures may have their own views on what is moral or immoral, which can lead to disagreements. For instance, some societies may prioritize individual rights, while others focus on community well-being. This diversity shows that morality isn't one size fits all. It can vary greatly depending on where you live and who you ask. Nietzsche believed that many traditional moral systems were outdated and did not reflect true human nature. By understanding morality better, especially through his lens, we might realize that questioning these norms can lead us to develop a more personal and meaningful understanding of right and wrong. Ultimately, exploring morality helps us become better individuals and fosters healthier relationships in society. Nietzsche was critical of traditional morality, arguing that it often springs from societal norms rather than genuine individual thought. He believed that many people blindly follow these moral rules without questioning their validity or relevance. This reliance on societal standards can be limiting, preventing individuals from exploring their true selves and discovering their own values. For Nietzsche, traditional morality was largely shaped by religion and cultural customs, which he felt imposed restrictions on personal freedom. He famously referred to this as herd morality, where individuals conform to the expectations of the majority rather than developing independent beliefs. By adhering to these common standards, people might suppress their desires and creativity, leading to a life that lacks authenticity. He believed that this kind of conformity stifles human potential and individuality. Instead, Nietzsche encouraged people to break away from the limitations imposed by society and create their own moral compass. He argued that real morality should come from within, shaped by personal experiences and insights rather than external pressures. By challenging traditional views, Nietzsche aimed to empower individuals to think for themselves. This shift encourages a more vibrant and dynamic approach to morality, one that allows for personal growth and exploration. Embracing this idea can lead to richer lives filled with self-discovery and deeper connections with others, as each person learns to navigate the complexities of right and wrong on their own terms. One of Nietzsche's most powerful ideas is the will to power, which he described as an essential drive within individuals to assert themselves and achieve greatness. Unlike the traditional views on morality that often emphasize selflessness, Nietzsche believed that this drive for strength and creativity is fundamental to human nature. The will to power represents not just a desire for control but a passion to grow, innovate, and express oneself fully. This concept is closely linked to his views on morality, as it suggests that individuals should embrace their inner strength rather than conform to societal expectations. Nietzsche saw the will to power as a force that motivates people to overcome obstacles and pursue their own paths. When individuals tap into this drive, they can create their own values and assert their unique identities in the world. Instead of following predefined moral rules, Nietzsche urged individuals to channel their will to power in positive ways, using their energy to inspire creativity and personal growth. He believed that by pursuing one's passions and desires, people could lead more authentic lives, discovering what truly matters to them. Ultimately, embracing the will to power encourages a more expansive understanding of morality, one that celebrates individuality instead of conformity. By recognizing this internal drive, individuals can break free from limitations and engage with life's challenges in meaningful ways, shaping their destinies as artists of their own existence. Nietzsche proposed the idea that morality is not a set of universal truths, but rather a social construct shaped by cultures and societies. This means that what one group may consider right could be seen as wrong by another, emphasizing the fluidity of moral standards. For example, practices that are accepted in one culture can be rejected in another, illustrating how deeply embedded cultural values influence our understanding of right and wrong. By viewing morality as a product of social context, Nietzsche encouraged individuals to question the moral codes they inherit. Instead of accepting these rules without thought, he urged people to explore their origins and relevance. This perspective opens up the possibility for personal interpretation and growth, allowing individuals to redefine their ethical beliefs based on their own experiences and insights. This shift in thinking can change how we view ethical behavior. If morality is understood as malleable, it invites us to engage in discussions about justice, fairness, and compassion without being bound by rigid doctrines. It also encourages empathy as we recognize that different people come from diverse backgrounds that shape their beliefs. Ultimately, Nietzsche's view on morality challenges us to take responsibility for our ethical choices. By acknowledging that our values are influenced by society rather than given truths, we can cultivate a more thoughtful and adaptable approach to morality, one that allows for continuous exploration and understanding in an ever-changing world. Nietzsche's idea of overcoming morality invites individuals to challenge conventional beliefs about right and wrong. He saw many traditional moralities as constraints that limit personal freedom and creativity. Instead of simply following the established rules dictated by society or culture, Nietzsche encouraged people to think for themselves and forge their own paths in defining what is moral. This process of overcoming involves critically examining one's values and recognizing that they can be redefined rather than accepted as fixed truths. Nietzsche believed that true strength comes from the ability to rise above societal expectations and create one's own values based on personal experiences and insights. To illustrate this point, consider the difference between someone who acts morally out of fear of punishment versus someone who chooses to act ethically because they genuinely believe in their values. The latter reflects Nietzsche's vision of a powerful individual who has overcome traditional morality and is guided by their own principles. By advocating for this kind of personal exploration, Nietzsche's philosophy empowers individuals to break free from conformity. It encourages them to embrace their unique perspectives and take responsibility for their decisions. Overcoming conventional morality is not just about rejecting existing norms but involves a journey of self-discovery that fosters authenticity and innovation. In doing so, Nietzsche hoped to inspire people to engage with life more passionately, allowing them to live fully and authentically. Embracing this challenge can lead to a more vibrant, meaningful existence where one actively participates in shaping their moral landscape. At the heart of Nietzsche's philosophy is the celebration of individuality. He believed that each person has a unique perspective on life, shaped by their experiences, thoughts, and feelings. This emphasis on individuality challenges the idea of a one-size-fits-all morality, inviting people to embrace their distinct viewpoints on right and wrong. Nietzsche argued that true moral growth occurs when individuals dare to think independently and reject societal pressures that dictate what is considered acceptable behavior. By valuing their own judgments and insights, people can develop a more authentic understanding of morality that reflects who they are. This empowerment allows individuals to rise above the limitations imposed by traditional moral systems and discover what resonates with their true selves. Moreover, embracing individuality fosters creativity and innovation. When people feel free to express their unique ideas, they contribute fresh perspectives that can enrich society as a whole. Nietzsche saw this as essential for human progress, as diverse viewpoints lead to dynamic discussions and deeper understandings of complex issues. However, this journey toward individuality is not always easy. It requires courage to stand apart from the crowd and face potential criticism for one's beliefs. Yet, Nietzsche encouraged people to persevere, as the rewards of personal authenticity outweigh the comfort of conformity. Ultimately, Nietzsche's focus on individuality empowers each person to become the architect of their own moral landscape, shaping a life that is not only meaningful but also deeply aligned with their innermost convictions. This transformation can lead to a richer, more vibrant existence where every individual contributes to the tapestry of human experience. Rejecting traditional morality can lead to a mix of both positive and negative outcomes. On the one hand, individuals may experience newfound freedom, feeling liberated from societal constraints that dictate how they should think and act. This freedom allows for greater creativity and self-expression, enabling people to explore their own values and live authentically. When individuals forge their own moral paths, it can spark innovation and fresh perspectives that positively impact society as a whole. However, this rejection comes with risks. Without shared moral standards, there is the potential for chaos and confusion. If everyone were to create their own moral code without considering the impact on others, society could face conflicts as differing values clash. For example, behaviors that one person sees as justifiable could be viewed as unacceptable by another, leading to disagreements that may escalate into social discord. Nietzsche recognized these dualities in the human experience. He understood that navigating between freedom and chaos requires responsibility. Individuals must consider not only their desires but also the implications of their choices on others. Hence, while pursuing individual values is crucial, it is essential to foster dialogue and understanding within communities. Ultimately, Nietzsche's perspective urges us to find a balance between personal freedom and social cohesion. By thoughtfully questioning traditional moral systems while being aware of the potential consequences, individuals can create a moral landscape that encourages both individuality and harmony. Embracing this complex dynamic can lead to richer experiences for themselves and others in the community. Nietzsche's legacy continues to resonate powerfully in modern discussions about morality, ethics, and personal responsibility. His challenge to traditional moral frameworks encourages individuals to think critically about their values and question societal norms. In a world where diverse perspectives and lifestyles coexist, Nietzsche's ideas promote a more personalized approach to morality that emphasizes individual judgment and freedom. Today, many engage with Nietzsche's thoughts in various fields, including philosophy, psychology, and literature. His emphasis on the will to power reflects the ongoing quest for self-improvement and empowerment in personal and professional lives. People are increasingly interested in how embracing one's unique strengths and creativity can lead to authentic living. Moreover, Nietzsche's assertion that morality is not an absolute but rather shaped by cultural contexts has significant implications for contemporary ethical debates. Issues like social justice, environmental responsibility, and personal rights all benefit from examining how moral codes evolve based on societal shifts. This perspective invites dialogue about the flexibility of ethics in a rapidly changing world. However, Nietzsche's influence also carries the weight of responsibility. As individuals challenge conventional morals and create their own values, they must consider the broader impact of their choices on society. This awareness fosters a sense of accountability that aligns with Nietzsche's vision of empowered individuals living authentically while still contributing positively to their communities. Ultimately, Nietzsche's ideas inspire ongoing reflection on morality as a dynamic interplay between personal beliefs and societal expectations, encouraging a continuous dialogue about what it means to live ethically in today's complex world. In conclusion, Nietzsche's philosophy offers a profound exploration of morality that challenges us to rethink our values and beliefs. His ideas emphasize the importance of individuality and personal responsibility, urging us to move beyond traditional moral frameworks that may no longer serve us. By encouraging critical examination of inherited values, Nietzsche inspires a journey of self-discovery where each person can forge their own moral path. Throughout this discussion, we have seen how Nietzsche's concepts, such as the will to power and the notion of morality as a social construct, empower individuals to embrace their unique perspectives. This approach not only fosters creativity and authenticity but also recognizes the complexities of ethical behavior in a diverse society. While rejecting conventional morals can lead to both freedom and potential chaos, it is essential to find a balance that allows for personal expression while promoting social cohesion. As you reflect on Nietzsche's insights, consider how they resonate with your own beliefs about right and wrong. Are there societal norms that you've accepted without question? What values do you hold dear, and how have they been shaped by your experiences? By challenging yourself to explore these questions, you can cultivate a deeper understanding of your own moral landscape. Ultimately, Nietzsche invites us to live boldly and authentically, encouraging each of us to take responsibility for our choices and engage in meaningful discussions about what it means to live ethically in today's complex world. Embrace this challenge and allow it to guide you toward a richer, more fulfilling life.